Welcome back, and we are in the middle of the state tournament frenzy right now, and no one knows that more than head coach of Panther Ultimate, Nathan Johnson, out at Oregon High School. Nathan, thanks for being here today. Catch us up to speed on what these crazy last 2 weeks have been like.
Well, in the Ultimate season, we top it off with some crossover games between divisions and then a state tournament for both the boys and girls divisions. So a couple weeks ago, we had our state tournament and craziness with tons of teams all at the same field.
Absolutely, and we'll talk on a couple levels, but take me to your school right now with Panther Ultimate. How did the Panthers fare out, and tell us a little bit about the success of your season.
Well, this was our second season for our boys program. We had 6 returnees from last year and a bunch of new faces, and so it was a growing year for us, a lot of still rebuilding from the first year, but we took the next step and we're getting that growth in the program where next year we're going to have 2 boys teams. On the girls' side, we ran a cooperative team with Stoughton for the first time for both of us, and so that was a new adventure, also joining the Girls League of Ultimate.
You talk about the growth from 1 team to 2 on both the boys and girls side, rapid growth in the Madison area. For those of us maybe not as familiar with Ultimate, explain the growth and just what the last few years in Madison have been like.
Well, it was just 4 years ago that the second wave of growth kind of came in Madison, where they got up to like 8 or 9 schools, and just last year we hit 12 schools in the Madison area that have teams. Most of our large high schools in the areas now do have a team, and now we're really looking at trying to grow the sport across the state as well, beyond the Madison area.
Is the sky the limit, so to speak, for Ultimate, or where do you see it going in Madison?
In Madison, I think that we've about hit our limit right now, that we've got almost all the big schools in the area have a team. And you know, we're looking at just a little bit how our next growth looks like, because we really enjoy the autonomy we have right now as an independent sport. So we're not sure where we go next with it, honestly.
Well, talk to us a little bit about then, for those of us who may not be as familiar, again, it's state tournament time here in Wisconsin, and so, you know, the soccer and the softball kind of take the headlines, but talk to us about kind of what's the hype behind Ultimate and why do you think people are drawn to it?
Well, it's a different kind of sport. It's not refereed. The players on the field are the ones who referee it. And as of right now, still, it's a sport where every single team gets to go to the state tournament. So we had a state tournament with 21 teams all active on the same field for a whole weekend, which was quite an exciting experience.
Absolutely. Talk about that balance as a student athlete. What type of experience was that for your kids?
Well, for my kids, it's a lot like other sports. We practice every day. We've got a game a week, and we really try and make it about the same as other sports, just a little different tone. There are still some schools who are a little bit less serious about it, have a couple practices a week in a game, so it varies from school to school what the experience looks like.
Well, we're excited to see what the future holds. Thanks to you for joining us today, Nathan. That's Nathan Johnson from Panther Ultimate.